Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Beautiful day today, a little on the chilly side, but the sun is out and the winds come up every now and then, but they're very light. They're nothing to write home about. As you can see, the turbine is sitting up there just anchored, not going anywhere. So I haven't shot anything really, except a short showing you the hailstorm that we had. But I call it a hailstorm, and it was something that only lasted about 2 minutes. It was, if that. It wasn't. It was nothing, but it was fun to watch. So today I finally got out after noontime. Well, I did come out early to feed the animals, but that's another story in itself. And this month is really nailing me. Got all kinds of things due. I got property taxes due, and don't know how I'm going to do all of this, but I'll do something. I have no other choice. Can't give up my home. Well, I could, but you know, living in as a squatter on somebody else's land is not my idea of living. That's cheating life. So we'll see. It's not going to be fun. Nasty, nasty, nasty. All because of crooked lawyers. Oh my God. You know, I've only met 2 lawyers in my whole life. No, actually, I only met 1 lawyer in my whole life. Now 2. I'll go with 2. That were fair and fairly pretty honest with me anyway. And Art is retired in his 80s, and John Freeze did my taxes for my corporation for a bunch of years, and he always treated me good. But every other lawyer I've ever met or worked for has screwed me over, and just hate them. Anyway, down here at the Garden of Eden, I just did a watering. As you can see, the water's way down low here. I gave them a good soaking, and that's because I checked the advanced weather, and the advanced weather says that starting Tuesday it's going to be in the low 70s, low to mid 70s, and then it's going to hit the 80s and get into the upper 80s by the end of next week, and it's going to go in, stay in the 80s all the way for the next 2 weeks. So that's the preliminary for right now. So spring is definitely in the air, and it's going to be, hey, there's one for you, Tony. Spring is in the air, and I know where that came from, but what's it mean? Spring is in the air. Can you smell it? I can. That's because there's a lot of blossoms in here. These are pear blossoms. Those are quince blossoms, and they're on the same tree. No apple blossoms yet. The apple blossoms will show up on this graft or on this graft. Those will be the Gala apples, and these would be the Fuji apples. And this Fuji is way ahead of its time. But look at down here. Remember, I only had 2 open blossoms down on this end of the pear tree. Now they're all popping out. They're coming up like crazy. Not seeing any blossoms yet on the apricot or the Babcock peach, but it looks like there's a couple of buds here trying to get ready to open up and pop. So those look like blossoms. Oh, wait a minute. That's a blossom right there. So, yep, got them coming out of that graft. And had a few comments on the last time I came through and showed all the grafts, that I was doing pretty good on my grafts. Yeah, really good. 20 out of 20 successful grafts for this spring so far. That's what I call grafting. Yeah. So you can see the greenery popping out of this one is just stuck in the ground. But that one there's got buds starting to show up on it. and that's going to be apricot on a peach tree. Over here, these trees are looking good. I just gave them all a watering. Let's go in this way first, and look at this quince air layer I did, and then you can see the buds popping on these grafts. Look at them right there. Yep. Get you in close. Will it stay in focus? Yep. So yeah, this is there's a sprout coming off the end of that one. So yeah, all these grafts have taken. That's a nice thing for this year, and things are gonna really burst out starting this coming week when the temperatures get up into the 80s. The ground's gonna warm very quickly, and I'll be planting more stuff into that area of this garden here, and I'm going to get more planted out in here. Well, the winds were blowing again. As you can see, the buckets are all over. They won't do that once they're full. But yeah, those all 12 of those over there right there have tomato seeds in them, but the ground's too cold for the seeds to sprout. But next week, and for the next 2 weeks, with the temperatures getting up in the 80s, going to see a lot of action around here. So got to get that going. So I was going to head around this way and show you. And again, thank you, Tony and Leanne, for this Concord grape vine that you gave me. It looks like it's doing really well. And hope to see some grapes popping out of this one this year. And no insects eating the heck out of the grape sprouts and all of that. So nothing down there. Aloe vera is doing well. I got my 3 potatoes in here, and these should be red potatoes. 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like one's trying to lift the dirt right there, so I might have the 4th one coming up. Because I cut one potato into smaller chunks, just with 1 or 2 eyes on each one, and plant them. So look at this over here. Here we are. This one actually has green popping out of it, and that's Bartlett peach, or Bartlett pear, I'm sorry. But yeah, this one's got a bud popping out the end of it there, and that's also Bartlett. This is Bartlett too, and it looks like it's breaking through the tape right there, trying to sprout. And these are Granny Smith apple, and they're showing some little fuzzy buds on the ends here. This is all Bartlett pear, and they're all showing buds on the ends. They're doing really well. And there's green coming out of my ambrosia apples up here. Yep, the green is coming out of them. So definitely got those. And then here I'm seeing buds, and this got a little green growth coming out right there at the top. So that one's going to be showing some leaves pretty soon too. And I give it a little while longer. I'm letting these leaves stay right now to go for the photosynthesis for the base of the tree, to give it some juice. And I'll be plucking those off pretty soon. As soon as I see some greenery coming out of these grafts, I can pluck all of these little suckers off here. Actually, I don't need any of these down here, so I can get those out of there. But yeah, I need that photosynthesis, so I'll leave some green on the tree. Oh yeah, there's a little sprout coming out there, but that's coming off of the old Asian pear tree that doesn't produce anything. But yeah, so this will end up getting cut off up here once the spring is really in the air and the sap is flowing really well. And I'll be adding more grafts into this up here. I've got another guy that lives in Barstow that's going to want to come out and learn how to do grafting, so I'll probably do that when he's here. Over here, got my russet potatoes, and I just gave them a good soaking, and there's a new one coming up right there. So that's pretty interesting. Yep. I gave everything over here a good soaking. I got my onions going. Now this one's already got a flower coming out the top of it. So I don't want that at this time of year. It's bolting because the warm weather we had. But I'll take that out. And then over here, you see I got a bunch of them stuck in already. I'll stick this one in down here. And let that grow from there. And I'll probably get some good onion seeds out of it. So, peach tree looking really healthy. That's my early Alberta. My avocado trees, number 1, number 2, little baby number 3, number 4, and number 5 are over there. And they're all looking healthy. So, I can't wait till those are old enough to produce some apricots, or I mean some avocados and apricots and pears and peaches. Oh my God, my mouth's watering thinking about fresh fruit off the tree. All right, everybody, that's it. One more look up here at the Simpson Green Seedless Table Grape. It's sprouting all over the place. Look at this. And there's already a cluster of grapes starting right there. Nice. Nice. I love it. So the grapes are already starting. Happy me. Happy, happy, happy me. Onions looking good. I'm going to have to get those 2 little apples out of there pretty soon because they're going to get overrun by onions and garlic. I'll get those into probably a 5-gallon pot so that they can just grow at their leisure, and I'll stick them over by the greenhouse where they get a little bit warmer and a little more sunlight. And I'm going to have me an orchard. So that's it. I got to come up with a way of making some money, so I might start an auction next week. So guys, pay attention, keep track of my videos. I'll give you plenty of notice on when I'm going to do a live auction. And it's going to be a yard sale type auction. And I'll get some of that stuff transferred into cash so I can pay my bills. And this is G Bear, thanking you for joining me and signing off.